You're here with the Mouse Vibes, and we're back at Universal Studios Hollywood for a Halloween Horror Night update. This is going to be a massive update, as so much has happened since our last Halloween Horror Night video.
That's weird.
So, when the heck did this happen? Not only that, but Universal Studios Hollywood announced their first house.
We got one!
And when it rains, it pours because we actually got two house announcements.
Two times!
In A Quiet Place and Dead Exposure Death Valley. And tickets have finally gone on sale.
You got tickets?
So we're gonna go over all the different ticket types and details for this year's event.
Thank you, God.
Welcome back to another Mouse Vibes video. I'm so stoked to be back at Universal Studios Hollywood. There's so much to cover for Halloween Horror Nights. The park is packed. Is it almost Halloween time? We're exactly 74 days away from the opening night here in Hollywood. And recently, Universal Studios updated their website for Halloween Horror Nights 2024 with ticket information, event dates, and we're actually going to get our first house announcement video revealing A Quiet Place. Notice the closed captions and that both of our characters are wearing hearing aids. This is a direct reference back to A Quiet Place, where the Abbott's oldest daughter, Regan, is deaf. And Halloween Horror Nights recently announced that they'll be incorporating the use of ASL or American Sign Language for the first time ever within a house, which makes a lot of sense because A Quiet Place is almost entirely subtitled, and the family's use of ASL crutches their survival.
If they hear you, they hunt you. A Quiet Place. Only at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, where horror lives.
This is a fan favorite IP making its Halloween Horror Nights debut. And according to the description on YouTube, silence your screams if you want to survive the terrifying post-apocalyptic world where monstrous creatures hunt down anyone who makes a sound. Fans will have the opportunity to relive iconic scenes from the first two films, including traveling through the farmhouse that serves as the Abbott family shelter, and you get a step into the root cellar where Ellen escapes to give birth as one of the creatures closes in.
How did you know? I'm a ninja. I could hardly follow him.
Well, I had to do some investigating, and when I went back to the Halloween Horror Nights website, they actually had a tab promoting the new Quiet Place. And if you hit Get Details, it takes you to the video that we just watched. But if you just scroll a little bit past that, there's another description that reads, "Silence your screams if you want to survive the terrifying post-apocalyptic world."
Slow down.
Like the Abbott family, you must keep quiet as you travel from the farmhouse to the woods to the foundry. As soon as you make a sound, monstrous creatures who can hear the slightest noise will hunt you down and silence you for good. You'll be able to find this not only at Universal Studios Hollywood, but Universal Orlando as well. And it's almost guaranteed we should see two different versions of this house, as Universal Orlando goes a little bit bigger and scarier.
Oh, well, I'm not sure I agree with that, but to each their own.
But I want to hear from you guys. Comment down below and let me know. Are you excited to see A Quiet Place coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year?
It's a consciousness, right?
What's consciousness?
Also, creative director John Murdy confirmed A Quiet Place is coming to the upper lot in the former Walking Dead attraction.
I like the sound of that.
Last year, this was the home to Evil Dead Rise, which was definitely one of our favorite houses.
I don't want to do this. I'm doing it for you. I don't want to.
That's not funny. That was great.
We make it look easy.
Speaking of merchandise, over at the Universal Studio Store, Halloween Horror Night merchandise is dropped. Well, they only have a few available selections right now, one of them being a t-shirt for A Quiet Place, which I don't know how I feel about.
I like the idea of it more than I actually like it.
The material of the shirt is super soft and light, and it has the Halloween Horror Night 2024 logo on the sleeve.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
They've also released some generic Halloween Horror Night merchandise for 2024. And while I'm not a huge fan of this design, I really do love the bright colors and the pumpkins and the palm trees, and honestly just bringing color to Halloween Horror Nights. Beetlejuice, are you ready for Halloween Horror Nights?
Of course I'm always ready. Technically, I'm dressed and ready to go. Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
Well, go get ready!
Alright, I'm out of here. Back to the website. Let's talk about event dates, when you can actually visit Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood. This year's event starts Thursday, September 5th and runs all the way through November 3rd. That's 40 total nights of Halloween Horror Nights.
The show goes on!
And before we get into ticket prices and how much this is gonna cost, I just want to touch on some general admission ticket details. What's changed this year compared to last year? And all of this looks super familiar. Kids under 13 will have nightmares. And letting you know what you can and cannot bring into this year's event. But there are a few important things to point out. Daytime admission to the park is not included. Access to Super Nintendo World during Halloween Horror Nights is not included.
What are you talking about?
So there's only 3 different tickets that will get you access into Super Nintendo World, and the RIP tour is not one of them.
This is not one of them.
Oh, another important thing to know, tickets do not include early event access. So you won't be able to enter the park until 7 p.m. without an early access ticket. This is super cool. Guests are allowed to wear costumes to this year's event?
Duh. It's Halloween.
It says costumes must comply with costume guidelines and no costume masks are allowed. I've never seen this before at Halloween Horror Nights and I can't wait to see how creative the guests get. Alright, single day tickets and multi-night passes are available.
It's multi-pass.
Yeah, multi-pass. You know it's multi-pass.
For this video, let's just go over the single day passes that start out at $77. And we recommend this every single year. If you have the extra money, you're gonna want to get the express pass. That's gonna take you to the front of each house and attraction for the night one time.
One time. One time. Yeah. One time.
And it's totally worth it. I know it's pricey, but every night of HHN is super busy, and this is a guaranteed way to do every house in one night. Note that ticket prices get more expensive as the event carries on and gets closer to Halloween. So pro tip, go in September when it starts. They also offer a Universal Express Unlimited Pass, which gets you unlimited express on all the houses, attractions.
That's right. You can't use it up, it goes forever.
Even including Super Nintendo World. They also brought back the after 2 p.m. day and night ticket, which grants you access into the park after 2 p.m. and it has access into Super Nintendo World. They also offer the same ticket with Express Pass for $349.
Show me the money!
You're better off spending $40 more and getting fed on the RIP tour.
That's bonus information.
Also, don't skip out on early access. This ticket ranges from $10 to $25, and this allows you to get into the park at 5:30, an hour and a half before the event officially kicks off. That way you can start queuing up for your favorite house, or if the houses are open, you can start getting your scares right away.
How's it going?
It's going well, how about you?
It's hot.
It is hot.
Try not to melt.
You just walked out earlier.
I did.
Are you ready for the day?
No. Not even a little bit.
All right,
no,
Gab,
yes, I am.
Can I ask you a real question?
Yes.
What do you know about Halloween Horror Nights?
Halloween Horror Nights? It's
Yes.
terrifying.
Do you go?
Oh, well, yeah, I go all the time.
Okay, great.
It's my favorite pastime, Halloween. So, all of Halloween is my favorite pastime. I do love it.
I love it.
But I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm excited. I do know the 2 houses that they announced already.
Yeah. What are they? Do you know?
Forgot.
The second house that's confirmed for Halloween Horror Nights 2024 is Dead Exposure Death Valley.
You're all gonna die!
And the synopsis reads, a secret lab's attempt to create super soldiers takes a turn for the worse, creating radioactive zombies who escape just as you arrive.
Zombie.
Creative director John Murdy did take to Twitter to answer any questions about this house announcement, and he gave us some basic information letting us know that this is an original house inspired by the Universal Orlando Dead Exposure series, and it would be located in the Mummy Queue. The Dead Exposure series started back in 2008 and had a loose sequel 10 years later in 2018, and honestly, I'm hyped for this.
Really?
The last time we got a Universal original house here in Hollywood was in 2022 with Scarecrow the Reaping. And that was definitely our favorite house that year. I'm pretty sure Ashley lost her soul in that house. John also let us know, besides the obvious connection to the Orlando HHN houses, that this house is trying to tap into the existential fears of our times.
Okay, Monster Man.
He went on to answering a bunch more questions and mostly just teasing we should get definitive answers on what's going on inside this house at Midsummer Scream. That's the largest Halloween convention in the world that takes place July 26th through the 28th. And on Sunday the 28th, HHN Hollywood will be hosting their parks panel. And And basically for this, they'll be going over all the details for the original houses this year and theming.
666 shots of tequila. Cheers.
So if you're not subscribed, you're going to want to subscribe to our channel right now because we'll be going to Midsummer Scream and filming this convention. We've actually gone the last 2 years, and it's honestly one of our favorite events. So if you're interested in going, check out our videos from Midsummer Scream.